Hello everyone, my name is Devendra Sharma and I am here to give the presentation on the research topic Effect of Welding Pattern during repair and maintenance of Francis Runner on sediment erosion, an experimental investigation using RDA. I hope everyone are safe and doing fine. Firstly, I would like to give my sincere thanks to CRST team, my supervisors, my friends and all the helping hands for the support and guidance. These are our contents which we will be discussing in this presentation. For the introduction, as you all know, Nepal has a huge hydroelectric potential, but the abrasive sediments in the rivers of Nepal erodes the turbine components, which reduces the efficiency and increases the cost. The wear on the turbine components not only reduces the efficiency and life of the turbine, but also causes problems in the operation and maintenance, which leads to economic loss. As you can see in the figure below, the ultimate solution is to maintain the efficiency and decrease the risks of operation, either by replacing the eroded runner with a new one or repair and operation of the old one. Replacing the eroded runner will be much costly, so welding repair of damaged runner is preferred due to low cost as well as it does not impair the metal property if carried out properly. Therefore, welding repair is chosen as the best alternative in hydropower plants in Nepal. And in this slide we can see the figure. The figure is of welding repair of Francis Runner and it was taken at Nepal Hydroelectric Limited, Butol. Next, for the research gap. Some previous researches were focused on reducing the sediment erosion on the turbine runner by optimizing the design of the turbine blades. But few researches have been done on the repair of the hydro turbines. There has been a lack of research for the welding repair of the Francis turbine. This research is expected to produce results which might help in the welding repair of Francis turbine. The main objective of this research is to study the sediment erosion in Francis turbine runner. Next is to study the erosion pattern using multi-layer color method and to study the erosion pattern of different sequences of welding using RDA. For the scope of this research, the research was based on the result from the experimental tests which were carried out on the RDA at Turbine Testing Lab, KU, Kathmandu University. Runner blades of the Amilekhola hydropower plant was used. Accelerated flow technique was used, in which the sediment concentration was increased to 66,250 ppm. The limitations of this research are the results of the experiment may differ from the actual operating conditions as the study is based on the accelerated test. Sediment size may be changed due to the prolonged run in the apparatus, so the monitoring of sediment size was difficult. For the methodology of the experiment or project, the methodologies below were followed for carrying out this research, which we will be discussing in detail later in this presentation. Firstly, the existing RDA at TTL-KU was revived and necessary maintenance was done. Then Francis Runner blades required as the test specimens were prepared. Experiments were conducted at Turbine Testing Lab at Kathmandu University. The tests were conducted for pure sediment erosion and for same operating conditions for all the welding patterns. The results of the test were compared with the wear pattern observed in power plants and from the results from the CFD analysis. The comparisons have been made on the basis of material loss and visual pattern of wear in different locations of blade profile. The conclusions were derived based on this comparative study. And these are our experimental parameters. The sediment size of 75 to 200 micron was selected using sieve analysis. The sediment concentration of 66,250 ppm was used. Speed of discs was obtained 550 rpm using variable frequency type. The inlet water angle was 16.8 degree. The Francis blades were accommodated with the base such that the blade makes an angle of 16.8 degree. The test duration was of 120 minutes and the test specimens were of stainless steel. For the rotating disc apparatus setup, necessary maintenance was done to revive the existing RDA at Turbine Testing Lab, Kathmandu University. The test setup was designed in such a way that the sediment erosion in Francis runner could be easily simulated in laboratory conditions. The setup was introduced with variable frequency drive, digital temperature sensor, cooling water system, and necessary lubrication was done. The test specimens were prepared in various steps. Firstly, the 3D print of the test specimen were prepared at Design Lab, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Kathmandu University. After that, the blades were forged and brought into shape. After the forging of blade, the Francis blade were accommodated with the blade base such that the blade makes an angle of 16.8 degree as shown in figure number C. Then the spray painting on the test specimen were done to obtain the smooth paint surface. 4 layers of paint that are red, yellow, green and blue were used for the visual inspection of the erosion pattern. And after the painting on the test specimen, the first test was carried out to observe the wear pattern on the Francis runner. And after the completion of the first experiment, the paint was removed using acetone at Department of Biotech, Kathmandu University, as shown in figure number E. After the removal of paint, the welding on the test specimen was done. Different welding patterns was done on the test specimen as shown in figure number F. After the welding of the test specimen, grinding and surface finishing was done. After all these steps, the test specimen was finally prepared for the experiment. In this slide, we can see the different welding patterns on the test specimen. In figure number A, there is vertical welding on test specimen, and in figure number B, there is horizontal welding. In figure number C, there is right inclined welding pattern, and in figure number D, there is left inclined welding pattern in test specimen. This welding on the test specimen requires different steps, which is shown in this flow chart. First of all, all the test specimen were weighted, and the profile measurement of each test specimen was done. After the weighting and profile measurement of each test specimen, welding was done on test specimen. 4 different welding pattern was used: vertical, horizontal, right inclined, and left inclined welding pattern was done on test specimen. After the welding on test specimen, grinding was done to obtain the smooth surface. After the grinding, post-weld heat treatment was done, and again polishing and surface finishing was done on test specimen. After the surface finishing, the test specimen were again weighted, and the blade profile measurement of the test specimen was done. After all these steps, the test specimen were prepared and ready for the experiment. These are the surface finished blades after welding. This is the first figure is of pressure side, and second figure is of suction side. To begin our experiment, first we need the test hypothesis. So we assume that under the same operating conditions, amount of wear in the welded blades will be significant as follows. That is, the erosion on the transverse welding pattern will be higher, followed by left inclined and right inclined patterns respectively, and the erosion on the longitudinal welding pattern will be the least. The experimental procedures are as shown in the flowchart. First of all, for the preparation of experiment, the RDA was the existing RDA was set up, and the test specimens were prepared, and the sediments were also prepared. After that, mounting of blade and discs on the RDA was done, and the mixture of sediment and water on the RDA was introduced. After that, test run of 120 minutes was done. After each test run, the weight of test specimen were recorded, weighted. The weight of test specimen was taken by using electronic weighing machine at Department of Pharmacy, Kathmandu University. And these are our experimental parameters. The sand source was of Sunkosi River and was of concentration 66,250 ppm. The size of sediment of 75 to 200 micron was used, which was selected using sieve analysis. The weight of sand used in each test run was of 5 to 530 gram, and the speed of disc was 550 rpm, which is obtained using VFD, variable frequency drive, and the volume of water in the casing was 9.17 liters. For the observation and discussion, two different tests were carried out. The first test was carried out with the purpose of observing wear pattern in the test specimens, while the second test was to observe the amount of weight loss in the specimens for the same operating conditions and same duration of operating time. Here with the painted surface, the paint of every test specimen has been found to be removed. The paint removal has been observed in the inlet edge near the shroud and the outlet region of blade surface. The removal of paint in the inlet region might have been occurred due to the secondary flow vortex erosion, and the removal of paint in the outlet region might have been due to the high relative velocity at the outlet region. The 4 layers of paint were completely removed at the inlet and shroud region of the pressure side. As we go a little further from inlet towards the outlet, yellow paint was seen, that is, green and blue color were removed from the blade. The pattern of the wear in the pressure side was found to be similar to that of result from the CFD analysis, as in figure number C. Here in this slide, we can see in figure number A there is the picture of the test specimen before test, and in figure number B this is the picture taken after the end of last experiment, and the C is the result from the CFD analysis. At the suction side, the erosion pattern on the outlet region of the suction side might have been because of the turbine being of low head. Removal of the paint near the base was seen due to the vortex created by the bolt head. The pattern of wear in suction side was also found to be similar to that of the result from the CFD analysis. The wear on the test specimen after last experiment without painted surface on the pressure side and suction side. The results are based on the loss of materials of test specimen after the end of the experiment. From this graph, it can be observed that weight of all the specimen are decreasing after each test run. The total weight loss in specimen test specimen L4 is higher, whereas weight loss in test specimen R3 is quite lesser than other test specimens. The weight loss alone cannot justify blade of which welding pattern has less erosion than others, as the initial weight of all the test specimen were slightly different. Thus, the comparison should be carried out in the relative scale. Here we can see that erosion in the test specimen H1 is less than test specimen L4 by 5.77%. Erosion in the test specimen V2 is less than the test specimen H1 by 2.76%. The erosion, and at last the erosion in the test specimen R3 is less than the test specimen B2 by 3.13%, and hence our test hypothesis is corrected in this order. That is, the erosion in the left inclined welding pattern has the highest erosion, followed by longitudinal and transverse welding pattern respectively, and the erosion in the right inclined welding pattern has the least erosion than other welding patterns. Comparison has also been made with the cumulative erosion in all the test specimens. The graph illustrates the cumulative erosion of all test specimens. From an overall perspective, we can see that L4 accounts for the highest cumulative erosion with 3.02 mg per gram, followed by test specimen H1. In contrast, R3 accounts for the lowest cumulative erosion with 2.51 mg per gram. And from this graph, one thing that clearly stands out is that cumulative erosion continues to increase as the increase in the runtime. And for the rate of erosion, from the table given, we can see that test specimen L4 has the highest rate of erosion, followed by test specimen H1, and the test specimen R3 has the lowest rate of erosion. During our experiment, some of the problems were encountered. The water cooling system in RDA was ineffective, so additional water was supplied to cool the apparatus from outside. There was discontinuous in power supply, so some tests run were of small time period. There was haphazard removal of paint near the base in the first experiment, which was tackled by changing the bolt head type to circular head bolt. Some impurities on the test specimen could be seen even after grinding and surface finishing. The isolated test of sediment erosion on the Francis runner at laboratory conditions was successful. The comparative study of the welding patterns on the repaired Francis runner blades was done. From the comparative study, it was observed that the test specimen with the right inclined welding pattern is better than other test specimens at handling sediment erosion. The extent of wear was found to be significantly less in the right inclined welding pattern when the comparison was made on the basis of material loss. Some problems were encountered during the experiments. If these problems are minimized and a better control over the experiment is made, much better results can be achieved. And these are our references. Thank you and have a good day. Stay home, stay safe.